on the Wikipedia on the Boring Company. I personally liked Elon Musk's venture into producing this company. I think he's a very self uh, motivated man, and he's not afraid to start something. So, the Boring Company is an American infrastructure and tunnel construction services a company founded by Elon Musk. Its current and proposed projects are designed for intercity loop transit systems. Although the company has stated that current tunnels are being built so they could support eventual transition to Hyperloop based transportation and longer intercity routes. TBC has completed two tunnels in Las Vegas for loop travel. It has completed one tunnel for testing Hyperloop and loop travel in Los Angeles County. Other tunnels are in various stages of discussing and planning. Musk cited difficulty with Los Angeles traffic and what he sees as limitations with current two-dimensional transportation network as his early inspiration for the project. The Boring Company was initially formed as a subsidiary of SpaceX, another of his companies that I personally find to be very successful at making a vibe and spreading it across the planet, becoming a separate and fully independent company in 2018. As of December 2018, 90% of the equity was owned by Musk, with 6% held by SpaceX in return for the use of SpaceX resources during the initial startup of the company. Outside investments during 2019 have changed the equity split. So, the history of the company thus far. Elon Musk announced the existence of the Boring Company in December 2016. By February 2017, the company has begun digging a 30-foot wide, 9-meter, 50-foot long, 50-meter, and 15-foot deep, 4.6-meter testing trench on the premises of SpaceX's offices in Hawthorne. Since construction on the site would not require any permits, when told by employees on a Friday afternoon that it would take at least 2 weeks to move staff cars in the parking lot and start digging the first hole with TBC tunneling machine, Musk said, "Let's get started today and see what's the biggest hole we can dig between now and Sunday afternoon, running 24 hours a day." Later that day, the cars were gone and there was a hole in the ground. The Boring Company was initially formed as a subsidiary of SpaceX before becoming an independent company in 2018. I guess that fact needed to be redundant. I'm just reading and practicing. All right, let's see here. In an interview during a TED conference in April 2017, Musk estimated that the Boring Company project had taken 2 to 3% of his time, making his venture a personal hobby. In March 2017, Musk announced that sometime in April the company would start using a tunnel boring machine, TBM, to begin digging a usable tunnel at SpaceX. I just realized the Boring Company makes uh, the word boring. When I originally thought of the company name, I was thinking boring. Oh, that's boring. No one wants to see that. Well, actually, a lot of people do like seeing boring things, but that tangent aside, boring, like bore through the ground. If you think of it from a logical perspective, you totally see Elon Musk's potentially intended perspective behind the naming. It's like naming somebody exactly, or blanket. Umbrella Corp. Unison. Okay, so at the end of April 2017, a TBM was seen at SpaceX with the Boring company's name on the side. The name of the TBM was revealed as Gold Dot in May 2017. named after the Beckett play Waiting for Godot, or Godot. I think it's Godot. Future TBMs will also be named after poems and plays. Musk said the first route created would run from Lax to Culver City, then Santa Monica, and end in Westwood. Musk claimed the tunnel trip will take 5 minutes, compared to above ground driving, which would take 45 minutes normal traffic from LAX to Westwood. These trips were planned to be implemented by placing a car on an electric sled and traveling 120 miles per hour, 200 kilometers an hour, through tunnels. By November 2017, the company had filed a permitting application with Los Angeles government regulators to build a tunnel from Hawthorne along Interstate 405 to Westwood. The project never advanced. At the same time as the LA tunnel system was announced, a different project involving a hyperloop, a steel tube running underground from New York City to Washington, D.C., was announced. Musk claimed it would take 29 minutes to travel one city from this one city center to the other. In July of 2017, Musk uploaded a video depicting a successful test of a prototype car elevator. In October, Musk revealed the second TBM is named Line Storm, named after the Robert Frost poem A Line Storm Song. March 2018, Elon Musk announced that the company would readjust its plan, readjust its plan to prioritize pedestrians and cyclists over cars. Cars would only be considered for transport after all personalized mass transit needs were met. In early 2018, the Boring Company was spun out from SpaceX and into a separate corporate entity. Somewhat less than 10% of equity was given to early employees and over 90% to Elon Musk. Subject concerns by SpaceX shareholders resulted in December 2018 reallocation of 6% of the Boring Company's equity to SpaceX. TBC provided an update to the state of their technology and product line in December 2018 when they opened to the public for the first 1 mile long, 1.6 kilometer test tunnel in Hawthorne, California. In July of 2019, the Boring Company authorized the first external investment, selling US $120 million in stock to a number of venture capital firms after raising $113 million in non-outside capital during 2018. By November 2019, Steve Davis had become the president of the Boring Company after leading company efforts for Musk since 2016. Davis was one of the earliest hires at SpaceX in 2003, and his and has twin master's degrees in particle physics and aerospace engineering. In November 2020, the Boring Company announced hiring for a number of positions in Austin, Texas, and by 2000 by and by December 2020 had leased two buildings in an 14-acre, 5.7 hectare industrial complex northeast of Austin. Approximately 16 miles, 26 kilometers north of where Tesla is building its Texas Gigafactory. Elon Musk, you are a fantastic man at getting shit done. I admire that personally, and I think my fans of this particular stream, considering it's a practice stream, would potentially agree. Not that they would ever have to. I've learned that in my own personal experience when it comes to training myself for acting, um, that slip something slipping my mind. It happens from time to time, but essentially, when not practicing, dang. Okay, so I've learned when it comes to natural flow of the video feed that when it comes to a memory blocks like such, not to worry too much about it. Like if I want to remember, it'll come to mind. Uh, But yeah, um, acting. So today I had a pretty good day. No one ever says that. It's weird. So it's still bothering me that I forgot that. It's a very weird habit. But yeah, acting is awesome. Seth, you did an amazing job. You already said it. It's back there. You know, get that rewind button and go back in time, and you can hear it again and again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Just like tripping balls watching myself again. So yeah, healthy. The Boring Company is one fantastic company. I personally love SpaceX because I'm personally very interested in space and science and rocketry and logically making shit work. And when shit don't work, keep trying until it does work. And in a way, one of many idols of mine personally. When it comes to streaming, I'd have to say between PewDiePie, Tobuscus, uh, who else? Shinlim, because I like magic art. Um, what else? Uh, yeah, nothing comes to mind. Hope my fans, or I hope this the stream fans are having an amazing day and enjoying this stream, despite it being only a practice stream. I've had a great time. I'm gonna wrap it up and say peace out to all of y'all, and hope you all get rich.